So, welcome to my sofa slash bed. And this is my makeup case. I got it from Kaleidos. I forget the price. It'll be linked either down below if this goes on my YouTube, or in the description if it goes on my Instas. But yes, it is beautiful. I don't know if they still have it. If they do, again, linked. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys this because for a while I had like one of those makeup cases that kind of like opens and it like expands out and has like tabs and stuff like that. And it's so hard. I still use it, but it's not for storage as it is for like, this is what's in rotation. And if you're looking at my crusty nails or my unshaven legs, shame on you. And ignore it. Anyway, this is what's in rotation. It's a little messy right now because I took out a bunch of stuff so that I can paint my face today, because I got a couple things I need to do today, a couple things I need to shoot today. So yes, I'm doing kind of like a day in the life of what it is to kind of like be disabled and still have to like do things, and what it's like getting ready and doing taking care of errands or chores or whatever the case may be. So face had to come on. Okay. Normally I would just, in my everyday life, I would just not wear any makeup at all and just be crusty and dusty and not give a damn. So anyway, this is what's in here right now. I don't know if we should start with, yeah, we'll start with what's in here, and then as I'm putting stuff away, I'll just let you know, obviously, what's been used. So, I have a couple of palettes in rotation right now. Ask me if I've used them yet. No. But these are the things that are kind of like inspiring me right now. A lot of palettes, Let's put this aside. I'm going to start from scratch, baby. I should have emptied the hell out of this already. But you know, I got to make things difficult. It wouldn't be me if I didn't make things difficult. I'm about to burp in everybody's ear in a second. Excuse me. Empty, clean, amazing, right? So for starters, on this side, this is the blush palette I used today. It is the Sigma Corderosa. I've had my eye on this for 88 billion years. I finally got it during like Black Friday. It's just amazing. It's everything that I want. I kind of like these colors more than the top row, but I still do. Like today I used this one like in the front of my cheeks, and then this one towards the back end of my cheeks. But I like this bottom row the best. Did I just mess up my palette? Girl, get it together. Anyway, it is stunning. Usually I have like single blushes that I use that I'm kind of like attached to, but I just figured I'd do something a little bit new and have a blush palette, which is not my norm. So yeah, that goes at the bottom. On this side, we have, I think it was this one. Was it this one? Did you fit on this side? Well, Lust for Dust. This is one of the best palettes. Like, obviously, ColourPop has a lot of amazing eyeshadow palettes. I have critiques about their brand and some of the palettes that they come out with, but that's for another time. But this palette right here is like one of the best, most diverse, and the color tones, the tones that are in here are kind of like me. Like super me, and fit my complexion, which I feel like my complexion is quite unique. I'm like neutral, but orange, but green. I don't know, it's hard to get foundation, just put it like that. But this goes very well with my skin tone, and it is like literally everything I can want. If I want to do like neutral stuff, this is it right here. It's been used a couple times. It could be used more. Well, I'm just gonna put you here because I said so. This is another one. I haven't quite used this one yet, and I keep things in boxes because I'm annoying, and to me, in my mind, because I'm a psycho, I think that it keeps things new if they stay in a box. This is the Plush Like Me palette. It's supposed to be grunge and 90s inspired, but I'm like, all right, I guess. If you say so. You can say the same thing for Lust for Dusk, but whatever. I do like the colors in here. Again, this is like, even though I'm not like really a neutral girl like that, this is what I would use if I were a neutral girl, like for a person like me. And I just like the fact that there's like olive colors, peachy colors, cool tone colors. This is like another one that kind of goes with my skin tone very, very well. And if I want to do something low-key, which isn't often, but sometimes I like to make it, you know, take it down a couple notches. And this is where I go. This or the Lust for Dusk. And I feel like, I don't know, just these past couple days, because I've been, not past couple days, past couple months rather, I've just been not in the mood for shit. So I'm like, what is easy and still looks flawless? So this is what I've been kind of my go-to. This is newer to my collection. I haven't actually worn it yet. Still has a little plastic thing, but I'm not ready to get rid of that, so it's going to stay there. I've been wanting this palette for a long time. I just didn't want to pay this palette price. but it is stunning. And this is also like incredibly me. This is like my day-to-day me. You know, I'm going out, I want to floss, I want someone to look at my eyeshadow and ask me, what is that on your eyes? Or to compliment me on my eye makeup. This is where I go. Colorful, textured, shimmery. Look at this. Amazing. Can I get a swatch in here? Look at that. You can't tell me that if a person isn't walking down the street, just do, and has these colors on their eyes, these textures on their eyes, you're not going to stop them and say, what is that? I don't know, call me extra, but that's me. So this is like my everyday stunting. These are my like everyday, not really in the fucking mood to do shit, but still want to look good. This is the newest one to my collection. This is more recent. ColourPop was having like everything's like $5 or $6. I don't even remember. They've been having a lot of sales lately. It's one of those sales that was taking place this past couple months. And so I got this one. I do want the other one too. I guess it's like the completionist in me. But I felt like this one was more me than anything between the two. So let's start here. This is the Ticket to Dreamland. Look at that. Look at these colors. I don't understand people who are like so into neutrals that they don't like color. Like I just feel like, why wouldn't you want to live your life in color? Why wouldn't you want color all over your body? Like completely submerged in color. And I don't understand people who are afraid of color. It's like, what is there to be afraid of? It's just eyeshadow. Get it together. There are more important things and more scary things in the world. I digress. I know that this is a controversial like formula, the matte with sparkles in it, because apparently the sparkles just go everywhere, but I still like it. I like it, and I like the way that it looks, and it brings me joy, so bring it on. I'm not doing any of the swatches in this video of this stuff. I could make another video like that if y'all are interested. Let me know. But for now, it's just like kind of a show and tell, not a swatch party. Sparkling Pineapple Eyeshadow Palette from Too Faced. I think I have the purple one too, or the berry one, but this one, because green is my favorite color, is my favorite. This is my favorite one. And even though I'm not a neutral girl, again, it doesn't mean I don't appreciate neutrals. I get tired of hearing everyone talking about how they're a neutral girl and how everything has to be this way. I just want to punch them in the face. Reel it and rein it in, Jamila. Rein it in, I'm sorry, but it just gets on my nerves. And even though I'm not a neutral girl, I can't lie and say that this color right here, again, ignore my crusty nail, that this color right here, all over the lid, by itself, dramatic eyelashes, and like a bold lip isn't just beautiful. And the quality is just next level. This actually got a little bit of flack too. Like people were saying that it wasn't really that great. I think y'all are lying. Sorry, not sorry. This was also during Black Friday. It was their, let's see, Color 6 Vaults. Some people say they don't really like this formula, that they don't feel like it's pigmented, or they don't feel like it has staying power. I don't agree. You know what? I'm not swatching this. Where am I going? I don't agree. I think that these are beautiful. I think the tones that they chose, these are unique tones. You don't see eyeliners like this. And they're creamy as all get out. Now, the staying power, I don't know. I have really oily eyelids. I have really oily skin. I've never worn these for hours and hours and hours, or had a reason to, so I can't really speak on the longevity as far as that goes. But as long as I've had it on, it didn't budge. So I think they're great. I have, I think, one other pack, like the original one that they had came out with. This is the newest one, and they're both beautiful. This is going to be a little bit difficult. So, as you notice, there's a lot of ColourPop in here. What can I say? This is the Rumor Has It palette, the actual palette itself. But the shades have been swapped out because a part of this collection, I think this is like the High Society collection or something like that, or it's a part of this collection that Rumor Has It is in. I got all of them, and I thought I could do better with the color stories. And this is what I came up with. Can I tell you what the names of each of these colors are? No. That's a fail on my behalf. I should have written it down somewhere, but I didn't because I'm lazy. But tell me that that's not a color story. Girl, ColourPop, hire me because I could really help you out. Not that you need that much help, but sometimes you need help. And look at that. Oof. I'm going to do a look with this, and I'm going to post it on my Instas just to show you that my color story selection skills is like top tier. Okay. Anyway. This has been out for a long time. This is the Melt Stack. Oh, I forget the name of this stack, but it went on sale. It's still on sale, and I think it's still available. It has, what's the name of this one? This is Mimic. This one is Delirium. This one is, oh, Chameleon. This is going to be a long ass damn video. and this one is Shape Shift. I've wanted these for a very long time, but I wasn't finna pay the amount of money they were charging. And now that it's on sale, I'm like, yoinks. So now it's in my collection. I'm so happy about it. I haven't used it yet, as I haven't used a lot of my makeup yet, because your girl is always sick and sofa bound. But when I do step out, I try and dip in regularly. This is why I have a suitcase to do a rotation, so I can use what's in my collection as much as I possibly can. And it's magnetic, so it sticks to my case beautifully. Love that. We're coming towards the end of my palettes in this case. Let's do this guy. So, Glam Shop is amazing. I can really go on and on and on about how... Why am I doing this? I can really go on and on and on about how amazing Glam Shop is. I'm probably going to do a dedicated video to it, because the way that I need to kind of like fall all over and ooh and ah over Glam Shop is... It will take way too long for this video. This is a purple palette. I do not speak Polish. I don't even want to begin to butcher the name of this palette, but it's a purple one. And this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Ooh, it's just so good. It's just so good. Look at that shine. And everything is highly pigmented, even to their very lightest shade. It's like super opaque. And I just dropped palettes on the ground. And then this, I feel like all the palettes like this have a, like a holographic, like shimmer color, like in the middle or just somewhere in there. And can we just take a moment to appreciate what is taking place here? I have this all over my lid, and it's just amazing. Now, I will say this. It looks 100 times more holographic, like true holographic, on my finger and in swatches than it does on my eye. But then again, I have really hooded lids, and everything looks like crap on it. Unless I do, like, go above and beyond and blend it all the way almost to my brow, and it's a whole fucking thing. It's a whole fucking thing. It's no shade to this. This is beautiful. It's me, not it. Anyway. It's the first time I'm wearing it on my eyes, too. I've been dying to wear it. And I finally get a chance. And my nose is running. And my nose is running. And I don't understand. All the interruptions. My body just does whatever the hell it wants to do. Anyway. This is the Nabla Cutie palette in Coral. Older in my collection. I've used this quite a bit. If you can see. I've dug up in this. The mattes are creamy and pigmented and blend to oblivion. The shimmers are next level. They're very piecey. Some of them are kind of more like toppers. Like, I feel like this one is a topper. Is this one a topper? No, this one isn't as much of a topper. This one's like a regular, just ultra glimmery, shimmery, and this one's more like a topper, a little bit more piecey. And they're just, I just feel like you can't go wrong. If you like things to be a little bit subdued, you could just kind of like work with these and go in lightly with that, or just work with this in the brown. If you want to punch it up a couple notches, which is always the route I want to go, I tap into this, and like, I get real dramatic with this. So, it's a beautiful palette, and Nabla makes beautiful eyeshadows, and I want to collect all of them, but I'm trying to be realistic with myself. Like, I don't want to spend millions of dollars. I've already probably spent millions of dollars, to be honest, with all the makeup that I own, but I don't want to go crazy buying palettes that are in color schemes that I don't necessarily care for just to have it. I'm trying to get out of that fucking habit. Excuse my potty mouth. I have one. You'll figure that out soon enough. All right. So here's a little bit of a disclaimer. When it comes to Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians and the Jenners, I really couldn't give two flying fucks about them, about their existence. I don't care. Right. I don't care about their brands either. I mean, I'm like, I'd rather go with ColourPop than Kylie Jenner's makeup. And you can't get more real than that. Like, let us all please come back down to earth. Kim Kardashian, I'm like, I guess she could probably have some quality stuff, but I never really cared too much. I'm like, all right, you have a lot of basic palettes. I could get that literally anywhere for the same quality, if not better, and for less money. And then right before she closed out her website so that she could do a rebrand, she had an insane sale where her palettes are like $11. And I'm like, well, I could put aside my ever so slight disdain for your entire family and test out your eyeshadows, because I wasn't about to spend that much money just to test it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Okay, so I got this one. Moral of the story, I got the KKW Beauty eyeshadow palette in crystallized, and I got the camouflage one or the army one, and they were both like $11. They're no longer available. I don't even know if her site is back up, but these are actually quite good, and it's quite a beautiful palette. And again, this is like a neutral palette for those who don't like neutrals. And I think that's funny because every time you hear someone say, oh, this is a perfect colorful palette for those who don't like colorful palettes or are intimidated by colorful palettes. And I'm the opposite. I'm like, this is a great neutral palette for those who don't like neutrals. So I really like it. And I kind of feel not foolish. I mean, rightfully so. I had some apprehensions, but it's like, I'm glad that it was at the price point. It was like perfect timing, just kismet, because if not, I would have never tried this brand, ever. And we're going to be honest with that. So that's the palettes. Those are the eyeshadow palettes. We've been here for 30 years. I'm going to see if I can edit this video down so we're not like literally sitting here for our entire lifetime. We're going to move on to some of the other one-off things that are in here that help me complete my makeup look. So my all-time favorite foundation. This is going to be in no order. You know how people do things in order, how they apply it on their face. Listen, I ain't got time for that. I'm just going to grab for the things and we're going to talk about it. This is my all-time favorite foundation. Revlon Color Stay in Rich Tan, 350 Rich Tan. This is the closest thing I've ever come to my actual complexion. It is so hard for me to find foundation in my color. I can't even begin to tell you. I am like a neutral, but not. I'm cool toned, but not. I'm warm and golden, but not. It depends on how I'm feeling, I guess, or the universe wants to treat me. I don't know. But this is the closest thing. This topped with a Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Does it have a color? I don't know. It's flashback friendly, which I really do appreciate. I either go from this or Ben Nye's banana powder. The Ben Nye banana powder is like, it locks your makeup in. It is not going anywhere, as it should, because it's stage makeup. But there is flashback, and there's a little bit of a cast, even without a flash. I still rock it, though. Love it, still rock it. This one, not as much flashback, if any. And it has just enough yellow in it. Like actual, it says it's translucent, right? It might be translucent, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like there might be a little bit of color in there. And this yellow balanced with this color makes for like almost my perfect skin tone. So I can't live without these. And there was a time where I thought they were discontinuing this Color Stay line for foundation, and I thought I was going to have to be hospitalized because I can't live without this. They better never change the formula, and they better never, ever discontinue this line, or we're going to have words. This is new to my collection. This is the LYS. It's a new black-owned cosmetics brand, which I love. Okay, love that for me and for everyone. This highlighter is called Aim High. Oh, no, is it Aim High? Aim High Genuine Rose Gold. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Can you see it for what it is? It's so hard to find highlights that, for me at least, especially trying to buy them online, it is hard to find highlights that disappear on the skin, where the base just is the same color as your skin. So all you're really left with is the shine. And there's no white cast, there's no cast whatsoever, and I feel like this is perfect for me. Amazing. I mean, the ultimate in wet look. This is my drugstore setting spray. I am a hardcore ride or die for the Urban Decay all-nighter. Like, not even gonna front. But who's trying to pay that type of money? I mean, I don't have time to be stalking the website, Urban Decay's website, or Sephora, or any of that other stuff, or Ulta to try and wait for them to have a deal on that spray. So I do have one. I have like 2 bottles, and I use those sparingly, only when I really need them to like keep my face put. But if it's just like casual stuff, this is my go-to drugstore, like fairly inexpensive. It really just rehydrates my face, but not to the point where everything is slipping off. It's not oily or anything like that. And it kind of like rehydrates my highlights, so it makes it pop a little bit more. And it sets my face, and it takes away the powdery look. What could you really ask for? I mean, there's other setting sprays that just mess up your base and everything that you've done, all that work that you put in, which is not good for a person like me, especially because it takes a lot for me to put on my face. It takes a lot for me to do everything. And I can't, like, every minute is worth something so much more to me as a disabled person versus like an able-bodied person. Not to say that your time isn't valuable, I'm just saying it's different. So everything that I do has to be with intention and has to fit my life a specific way. And this is why this product just like, it just gives me what I'm asking. It's giving, okay? It's giving. Love you. Now, these are older. I think I might actually have to get rid of this at some point because it's quite old. These are my concealers. This is a Makeup Revolution, a C7 and C8. They're both not my colors, so I usually mix them together. Or if I really want it to be highlighted, I do this one. If I want it to look a little bit more closer to my skin tone, I do this C8. I really do like these, but sometimes they can be finicky. Like, sometimes they look perfect depending on how my skin is acting that day, and other times I just look like Tales from the Crypt. Like, it's real bad, like real crusty and dry, and I hate it. It's hard to find concealer, y'all. Like, I don't even know what concealer to get, the color, and even the texture. Or like, do I need one that doesn't need to be set? Do I need one that actually does need to be set? Creamy concealers go all over the place on me. Like, my under eye skin is finicky, and she's just a prissy bitch. So this is where we are with it. It's a struggle sometimes. It's not a struggle other times. I don't know. But these are okay. They're pretty decent. And then we have the Tarte Shape Tape. I've had this for 500 years, probably longer than is probably even safe. I don't know. On my under eye. Okay. I feel like this entire video you've been hearing my fan in the background because it's hot in here, because if anyone else is from New York, they understand what the radiator is like and how you're like boiling. Like literally in the oven cooking. So the fan is on because a girl like me who has hot flashes and stuff like that, I can't deal with the heat. I just can't. So sorry about the fan. Anyway, this is in shade medium. That's how old it is. I feel like they have different names at this point. They've been reformulated, repackaged, all that shit, and I still have the old one. This one I use for underneath my foundation because sometimes I don't want 500 pounds of foundation on my face. Actually, I never really do. And I feel like if I have a concealer that kind of self-sets, and then I put on the foundation, I find that I have to use less foundation. So that's what this is for now. Not for my under eyes. It's pretty good for that. Like as a face concealer, it's pretty good. Oh my god, this fan is making my nose stuffy. Then I have the CoverGirl Outlast All Day in shade medium, 840. This is so good. I'm not really down for really, really bright under eyes like that. I'm not that girl. I'm the, can we make it look like my regular skin tone? Like I don't have highlighted under eyes and I don't have dark circles. I just want it to look like regular skin, seamless. This is the thing. This is my skin complexion almost to a T. And I found this on a whim at a lot less. I don't know if anyone else knows what a Lot Less is or has one in their neighborhood or a place that they could go to that's called Lot Less. They have like discounted makeup and so on and so forth. I don't know if it fell off the back of someone's truck. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but they have a bunch of things in there that are awesome. Awesome things that I've gotten over time that were super inexpensive. And this was one of them. I think it was like $2. It's probably a lot more in the actual drugstore, but $2. And I love this thing. And it's not too dry. Then I have, oh my god, this is like, how long are we? This is a year-long video. I'm going to have to speed up this video. Like, whoa. Now we have the lip product that I'm wearing today. I only have 2 lip products in total this time because I don't want to have, there's not that much room in here in my suitcase. Let's bring this back over here. These are the 2 lip products that I have in here. This is the Fenty, oh god, was this, I'm blind. This is a Fenty Undefeated. This is beautiful. It is opaque. It is beautiful. It is not too drying. It is everything. In the days of wearing a mask, obviously I don't wear lipstick as often. Not even liquid lipstick because I'm like, who's seeing it? Nobody. And even some of these liquid lipsticks that stay put, it stays put, but it still has some transfer. This one definitely does have some transfer. I suggest if you don't want as much transfer, you blot it with a tissue a couple times before you put your mask on. But no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to have a little bit of transfer there. This one has absolutely no transfer. This is a Sephora in shade 12. Do we have a name? Anybody? Do we have a name? It's transfer proof. It's number 12. I don't know. It doesn't have. I don't see a name on here. That sucks. But it's this like orchid color. And if you know me, you know I like fuchsia and orchids and like these type of bluey pinks with everything. This is like my power lip color. You know how some people like red? No. Give me a color like this. This is my I'm confident I'm a bad bitch. Look at my lips. Okay? That's what this is. So those are my 2 lip products. As far as mascara goes, this is the one I'm using now. I use a combination of these 2. The Climax from NARS and the Wet n Wild Waterproof Mega Skinny Mascara. I use this for my lower lashes because I have very runny eyes and I don't want mascara streaming down my face. This is amazing. And the brush is really big and open. Make a fool out of me. The brush is really skinny and amazing and it combs through your lashes like just effortlessly and beautiful. And the formula is waterproof, so you know that works for your girl. This is not so much. Most mascaras are not waterproof and transfer proof, so I like the effects of this one, especially now that I've had it for a while. It's dried up, it's like the perfect consistency, and it volumizes my lashes, especially because it has that nice big fat brush. This was like $12. I feel like that's still pretty expensive for how much you're getting. But then I seal it with this, and I make it kind of more waterproof. So I use this for my lower lashes, and I also use it to seal in other mascaras in the case that they're not waterproof. I haven't used this one yet. These are the mascaras that are kind of like next on the list once that NARS Climax is done, because it is just about done. I don't know if I've been out of the shot this entire time. Anyway, let me know how you guys like these, if you have any experience with these. I'm going to be experiencing at least one of these soon, probably this one, because it's small and I can get through it easier and quicker. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these. I'm pretty excited for this one. Give me some volume, some thick, crusty, layered volume, just clumpy lashes. Give me that, because my lashes are non-existent otherwise. So I'm excited for this one. But I'll probably be using this one sooner than later. Let's get this guy. ColourPop's color eyeliners. They're some of the best color eyeliners out there. NYX has amazing ones. I think Milani has some pretty good ones. But listen, ColourPop, especially these blue ones. Oh, God, give all of it to me. I love it so stinking much. The only problem is that the eyeliner product is not flush to the component, so it jiggles around a little bit and can sometimes break. But for the most part, it doesn't really give me any problems. There are some colors that are a little bit drier than others, like their yellow one. I want that to work so bad, but I don't know. They haven't gotten the yellow formula down yet, because it's not just in this. It's this. In the other package of these, there's a yellow, and that one is just atrocious. So I'm under the assumption they just don't have the yellow formula down. So work on that color pop. Because I want a yellow eyeliner. Yes. Let's go through these. We're here for 20 years. Ah! Tweezers. Tweezer man. It's the only tweezers I use. What are we working with? Ow. Natasha Denona Chromium liquid eyeshadow. What is the color of this one? Ultraviolet. It's amazing. I've only used it a handful of times, and I'm like, should I have just gotten the XX Revolution one instead and not spend as much money as I did on this little baby? I don't know. Maybe I'll do a comparison one day. I'll get that one and compare it to this one. It's like a multi-chrome liquid eyeshadow. Then I have these are my Make Things Stay products. This is Smashbox Instamatte. I don't think it really works that well. Okay, you don't have to tiptoe. Oh, my husband just walked in. I was trying to be quiet. He's over here like tiptoeing his legs. Anyway, the version is still out for this. I'm not sure if it really works that well. And this kind of does the same thing. The No, My Lips Are Sealed, Fixture de Rouge à Lèvres, whatever the fuck. I just butchered that. Lipstick Top Coat. This kind of works, but I still have my reservations about this too. Does anybody have good luck with these products? And if they do, can they tell me if I'm doing something wrong, or if there's another product like this that would like mattify and kind of like make your lipstick, like a regular lipstick, stay put, kind of almost transform it into a stain or a liquid lipstick type. Does anyone have any advice on that? Because I'm confused. I'm still trying to make it work. I'll let you know if it ever works out for me. Then we have the NYX glitter primer. I love this stuff. I don't feel like it makes eyeshadow last as much as it grips onto flaky eyeshadows and more glittery, shimmery eyeshadows. It makes those types of eyeshadows more vibrant because it's on a sticky, wet base. But I don't think it really does anything for longevity like that, like a regular eye primer would. But I still would prefer this over a regular eye primer. Then we have the Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Transformer Drops Waterproof. Yes, honey. Yes, get you one of these. If you have issues with staying power and what have you, maybe oily skin, this is the thing right here. Then we have Dermacol makeup cover. This went viral years and years and years ago. And a lot of people liked it upon first application, and then they felt like it got real heavy, real makeup-y towards the end of the day. It's like stage makeup, so I feel like, what do you expect, kind of, almost? It looks good on me from beginning to end, but then my skin is uniquely just annoying. This color is in 222. It's the closest to my skin tone. It's very hard to find one that will match your skin tone, especially if you're deeper complected, so I would be careful for that. And there's a lot of people selling bootleg versions of this on Amazon, so also be careful for that. Sometimes it kind of separates, like the oil from the pigment, and you have to kind of work it in on the back of your hand or on a makeup palette. And I find that sometimes I can use this on its own, but it's even better when you use a little dot of it inside of your everyday foundation to add extra coverage if you need it. I use this as my eyeshadow base because it is a cream eyeshadow that sets itself from Laura Mercier. Does it have a color on this? Yeah, ginger. It's amazing. I use it as my eyeshadow base. It provides a barrier, like a budge-proof barrier between my oily-ass eyelids and my eyeshadow, and it makes my makeup last longer. This and the Color Tattoo from Maybelline. Oh, more L'Oreal. No, Laura Mercier. This is stunning. I don't really care for this all over the lid, but I do like it as my inner corner. And if you put it on top of eyeshadow, I feel like it kind of lifts the eyeshadow. You have to be very, very careful when you're applying it. But it's just the most stunning color. And it's like ethereal. Look at that. Can you see that? Look at that. I feel like I should try and put it on my cheeks and see how that works. And yes, obviously that dries down and sets and doesn't go anywhere. I'm trying to like go a little bit faster because we're literally here all day at this point. And then I have the Rimmel Wonder Swipe. This could act as an eyeliner and or a eyeshadow in this color. If you do it as an eyeshadow, it's not as opaque, but as an eyeliner, it actually is quite opaque, which is really weird how that works, but it's really nice. It doesn't budge. The color is gorgeous. Let's see if we can get you a little swipe of that. Oh my goodness. Yes. It's amazing. During that haul from KKW Beauty, I got this green eyeshadow stick in, God, the words are so small, I'm blind. Hazel. Can you see it? Can you see it is the question. Well, that's the color right there. It is also gorgeous. I don't know about the longevity of these yet because I haven't tried it in that capacity. I'll let you know about that. Then we have the Laura Geller Cajole Longwear Eyeliner, Smokey Taupe Cool. This thing, when it sits down, it does not budge. This is great for one eyeshadow look and for your waterline, especially if you have like really wet waterlines that no eyeliner sticks to and that bleeds when, well, not bleeds as in like actual bleeding, but bleeds color, or whatever liner you put in there just disappears. If you have that issue, because some people are just blessed and don't have that issue, but if you have that issue, this is pretty good for that. Doesn't budge. The last liquid eyeshadow we have is L'Oreal Brilliant Eyes in the shade Amethyst Quartz. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. This taupey lavender color is like everything you could ever want. Oh, see, looking at it again is just making me excited. Look at that. Just, oh my god, the next time I do eyeshadow, I'm using this. Oh my god, it's amazing. Then we have these like one-off eyeshadows. This is from Glam Shop, a single called, oh no, I can't read that name. Oh, Orange Acid is the English translation of this long-ass Polish word. I will not butcher the name of this thing. And that's it there. Give me a duochrome any day, any day. You see? Do swipe here. Oh my god. It's so bright and beautiful. The quality of their eyeshadows is disgustingly beautiful. It's so good. And it's so inexpensive. And I need a makeup wipe. I hit the Cajole with a makeup wipe and it's still there. That should be a testament to how long it sticks around. Then from Gimme Glow, I have some like Halo. I've had my eye on this for a while. And they're quite delicate, so be careful and keep that in mind when you get it. Let's do a little baby swatch. I barely even touched it. Look at that. Oh, amazing. Amazing. And this one's super flaky. This one is in Electric Unicorn. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Do you die? I die. I die. And now we're finally down to the brushes. I've had this brush from Eco Tools for 500 years. It is the best thing for all over face powder. This is how I set my makeup. I used to use this brush from the Body Shop. I don't even know. Does it have a number? P71W. I don't know. Let me see. Does it have a name? It's a blusher. A blusher brush from the Body Shop. I use it for my blush now, but I used to use it to sweep away excess setting powder. This is what I use for my foundation. I got this in the same kit, I think, or similar kit as these from Real Techniques. I love Real Techniques brushes. I feel like people know how good they are, but they still don't speak about it enough, in my opinion. This is also from the Body Shop. This is an eyeshadow brush. I used to use this a lot more a couple years ago. Don't use it as much now. This came in like a Folklore eyeshadow palette. And for my small hooded eyes, this is so perfect for it. And that's why I wanted the Refa brushes, because they're like small for small eyes. And who doesn't want that? Everything is like super big and fluffy these days. So I love that this is like narrow and I can get there and do some detailed work. And this flat shader brush on this end is perfect for picking up like the more emollient shimmers and stuff like that. This is so good. And then this is some rando ass brush, just rando, but I love it for my waterline work to add eyeshadow to the lash line. So I really like this, or my inner, to add eyeshadow to my inner corner. So these are my eyeshadow brushes. I'm not eyeshadow brushes. These are my makeup brushes. They're my holy grail brushes. I have some other brushes I want to try, but I can't seem to just like get over using these. I'm in this zone with them. So that's that. So anyway, if you're still here, thank you for having the patience and the time to hear me ramble on and on about shit you just don't care about. Anyway, that's what's inside of my makeup suitcase. We should come up with a theme song for this segment. Every time I change things out for a new rotation, I don't know. Give me a name. Hashtag something about this goddamn suitcase. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. This is my suitcase. Love you so much. Comment, rate, subscribe. Comment, rate, subscribe. All right, talk to you guys.